Hi folks, my name is Jacob Young and I am a second generation hat maker. In this video I will be going over the special features of my family's hats, specifically washability and that they adjust to size. So here we go. Let's start with a little story. Here is Slim. Slim finds this hat of ours and says, "I love this hat!" Well, what's the finer points? We measure in inches of circumference, and from that place, Slim, you are a size 22. This here hat is a size 22 3/4. That means it's too big, right? Check that out. That's what too big looks like. But the hats adjust to size. And as long as you're within the range, you can feel a 1/4 inch of difference in a size of the size change. But as long as you're within the range of the size, you can adjust it and it totally works and it is solid. If you get too far outside the range, then it's just too much of a change, and then you're relying too much on the adjustment feature instead of the structure of the hat, and I don't recommend that. But Slim here is a 22. This hat here is a 22 3/4. That is a totally okay change, no problem at all. This is how it works. I put the hat on and I pinch it in the back, and that shows how much I'm going to change the hat, you see. And you just want it to draw to the person's head size. You don't want it to like tighten in and then stretch the elastic when they put it on. So that's why I get that pinch, and that shows me how much to change it. Then here in the back of the hat, there's a little safety pin. You see that little gold flash right there? That's the very tip of the safety pin coming out, and that's in the back of our styles of hats, our standard styles of hats. So that's the sports cap and the touring cap. All those hats always have this, and a lot of people overlook that. They don't even know it's there because it's such a detail. But when you actually get into that point, you really do have something there, and it's a totally functional tool for the hat. If you need it, it's great. You know, you may not use it at all because it fits you perfect, but maybe one day you're on a boat and it's windy and you want to make sure your hat is secure. Well, you can just tighten it right up. It's no problem at all. So let's look at that. So I was showing you, that's the pin right there, that little flash. Now here I'm going to pull it out. See, now you got that safety pin, and it's just that flash of color, and there is the elastic. Well, that's too small to really talk about, but it's okay because here is a piece of ribbon that will work to show you what I do. So this is representing the elastic band that I just pulled out of the back of the hat. From that point, what I do is I take that band and I fold it over, and I make like an S curve like that, and then I take that safety pin and I pin that S curve, and then I tuck that business back inside the hat. You put it back on and it fits just fine. So we'll just pretend like we did that right now, and Slim's like, "I love it, yeah!" So that's how that works. So that's the size adjustment, and that is on our sports caps and our touring caps. Our other styles, the leaf core hat, that adjusts in a different way. The hoodie high hat and the turban are a totally different design, and they don't adjust like that. But the majority of our hats are touring caps and sports caps, and they all adjust like this. And the amount of adjustment that works is 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch. If it's any more than that amount, it's just too much, you know. If you're at 22 and you find it 23 1/2 and you're like, "I want that hat," I don't recommend it. It's just too much of a change. But on our website, hatpeople.com, we make hats exact to size. If you want a special order hat, we can totally do that and it will fit you perfect. So that is the sizing. Now let's talk about washing. So we got these hats and we want to wash them. Well, that's okay. They're designed to be washable. All the hats are natural fabrics. The outer layer of the hat is either cotton, linen, or wool, and the inside of the hat is always a cotton lining. On the inside of the hat, there is our tag, and the top piece is our contact information, and the bottom piece there is the washing instructions. So, what the washing instructions say is hand wash, cold water, drip dry. Well, how that breaks down is pretty obvious, but let's talk about it. So yeah, cold water, and then any soap that's kind on your hands. Shampoo works really well, but really any soap that's kind on your hands works well to wash the hat. And then drip dry, just hang it up on the line to dry, just like that, and it will be just fine. You don't want to put it in the washing machine, you don't want to put it in the drying machine. As long as you follow these instructions, you can wear a hat for years and it will work just fine. I've seen hats that are 10, 20 years old. People come back and they're just doing great. These hats are built to last. So, yes, that is that. And often what ends up happening is that the hats get dirty from the inside, from sweat and everything like that. Often it will be right there on the band, right on where the brow of the person meets the hat. That part is what gets dirty. You could take it. So if you want to do a spot clean on a hat, you could take an old toothbrush and scrub it on a bar of soap and then scrub it right on the point right there, and you could clean it just as a spot clean. If you want to clean the whole hat, what I recommend to do is that you turn on your cold water and you just start filling the hat with water. And then take, maybe a big dab of shampoo. Let's pretend this is shampoo. And you dump the shampoo in there. And then you just keep on moving it around. And what you do is you wash the hat from the inside out. And the water just keeps coming through. And you just keep washing it until it feels good. It feels clean. Then, wring it out, put it up to dry. So yeah, that's the hats. That's what they do in special features. And thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video.